Hello and welcome to another Let's Play video from God is a Geek. This time, as you can probably see, we're having a look at the PC version of Batman Arkham Origins. Now there's going to be a little intro cinematic, and in order to not talk through everything, I will be quiet and let you watch it, and then we'll go into the game.
Police and emergency services are urging Gotham residents to stay off the roads and in their homes tonight in light of the severe winter storm warning. Man is an island, Bruce. You've been back for almost 2 years now. You can't expect me to believe that Gotham's most eligible bachelor is spending another Christmas alone.
You just ran out of time.
Knowing that tonight we put to rest one of Gotham's most heinous and relentless killers, Julian Gregory Day.
Commissioner Loeb, any comment on the rumor that it wasn't actually the cops who captured Mr. Day?
There is no such thing as a Batman.
Captain Gordon! Captain Gordon! Commissioner Loeb!
No further questions. No further questions.
All units, code 10 at Blackgate Prison. Communication is down. Possible to 11.
Delta 6-4 en route.
Dispatch 5-9. Confirm code 10. This is a breakout.
Suspect identified as Black Mask. Repeat, code 10 suspect is Black Mask. Commissioner Loeb is being held captive. Repeat, Commissioner Loeb is 701.
You do realize it is Christmas Eve, sir?
So as you probably saw from the cinematic, the opening cinematic, there's been an attempt at an escape, or people going in to let people out of Blackgate Prison. So Batman's going in basically to figure out what's gone wrong and to stop it happening. As I mentioned, this is the PC version of the game, and you saw a little bit of slowdown just there. This is a part. I mean, I haven't played the PlayStation and the Xbox versions of the game. I can only speak to the PC version. But the slowdown is something that seems to happen across the board. Hopefully, it'll get fixed soon. But you know, it's just something. It's not too bad, but it's something that you expect to happen. Now, the shadow thing. The guy realizes that it's Batman because of his shadow. Kind of comes across a lot. And that's a good thing. You know, the fear is what Batman works with. It's why he became Batman, to work with the criminals' fear, to make them fear him and his silhouette more than they actually fear getting beat up. And because it's Batman Arkham Origins, this is Batman's first year on the job, so they don't really believe that he exists. So they'll be, I mean, even Captain Gordon at this point doesn't believe that he exists. He actually outright claims that he does not exist. Not just doesn't believe, just thinks that he doesn't. So we're just interrogating this guy, the head of Blackgate Prison, in order to find out where Black Mask's taking Commissioner Loeb. I wonder if Commissioner Loeb is based on Jeff Loeb. I wonder if Jeff Loeb wrote any Batman books. I can't remember. So yeah, you'll see things like that. Holy crap, it's him! It's the Bat. Like I said, people don't believe that he exists a lot of the time. It looks quite a good looking game. I mean, there are a lot of options on the PC version as well. Obviously you're not going to get graphical options on Xbox and PlayStation versions of the game, but in the PC version there are a hell of a lot of graphical options for people that maybe have better PCs than I do. I mean, I just kept it on the default settings. So this is default settings. This is the recommended settings when you first start the game up. If you don't change anything, this is what you'll get, which still looks good. You know, but it can look better. There are a hell of a lot of options there for people that have beefier PCs than I do.
I'm going to make you talk.
So interrogate this guy, try and find out where Black Mask is, or where he's gone and what he's trying to do. One of the things that as well, it being Batman's first year on the job, something that you'll see later on in the game a couple of times before, Batman doesn't quite know his own strength at the moment. So there are parts where he's trying to interrogate people and he knocks them out way before he's even gotten any information from them. Kind of an accident, like I say, he just doesn't know his own strength at the minute. But this first part kind of is reminiscent, obviously, of Arkham Asylum. You're inside a prison, you're just beating prison guards up as their cells are being opened. But it's also like the tutorial section of the game, so you're learning how to do the counters and how to do all the part that we're coming up to next shows how to do the cape takedowns, which is kind of, if I remember rightly, in the previous games it's told quite late on. I don't think it's one of the first things that you see, but here it's one of the very first things. I mean, grapple's just been taught to you there, and eventually we'll come up against the guy there who's got a little bit of armor on him and needs a little bit more work to take down. It's a new version of Killer Croc as well. It doesn't quite look like what he looks like in Arkham Asylum, but that could be the progression of his disease. He's got a skin disease that makes him look like he does. So, maybe that's how they're going to tie it into the continuity. Maybe this is just so far before Arkham Asylum that his disease just hasn't progressed that far yet. That's why he looks kind of different. There's a lot of walking around as well. I don't know if I walked around a lot at this section because I kept maybe trying to hold a different button because I just come off of playing Assassin's Creed 4, which obviously you'd hold the right trigger down on the Xbox controller, and in Batman Arkham Origins you hold the A button down to run. So maybe that's why I walk around a lot. One of the things as well, even though you saw the technical difficulties of things like slowdown and things like that, one thing to note about it being a Batman game is that as soon as you get into things like this, into the combat and the flow of it all and the countering and things like that, it definitely feels like a Batman game. There's no mistaking that it's a Batman game.
Please, we don't want any trouble.
There's moments like that as well that kind of make you remember that it's the first time a lot of these people have seen Batman. I mean, Vicky Vale, who she's a reporter who talks about Batman, talks to Bruce Wayne regularly, talks about Batman a lot in later continuity and in later games, is scared to death of him at the moment because it's the first time they've seen him. They don't know what to expect. He's a massive man. Even without the cowl, he would be a massive person. So it's quite intimidating anyway.
What have I got to show for? Huh? My own men in the slammer? Not no more. No, tonight, we're making some changes. Some big changes.
So Black Mask with Commissioner Loeb just basically saying that he's going to do what he's going to do. He's going to try and kill him because Sardonis, Black Mask, has been lying in the Commissioner's pockets with money, trying to keep his goons out of prison, but they all seem to be in here, so he's going to take everything into his own hands, and instead of paying the Commissioner money anymore, he's just going to do what he wants and break his own men out of prison, since in his eyes they shouldn't be in there to begin with because he's paid for them not to be in there. One thing that I do like as well, you saw the guy there pick up the fire extinguisher. I don't know if they did it in the previous games, but if you break the fire extinguisher while he's holding it, the room will fill with smoke, and they won't be able to see where you are. So then you can go into detective mode. You know, on the Xbox controller button. On the Xbox controller, you just tap the left bumper button. You go into detective mode, and you can take them out one by one quite easily because they can't see where you are. They don't have detective mode. A lot of the things as well is if you've played a Batman game before, you'll know what to do quite easily. Nothing's really changed that much. Although as we'll come up to this explosive gel, I don't remember in the previous games the explosive gel telling you how many hostiles would be taken down by the wall. I don't remember that part, but it has been a while since I played either Arkham Asylum or Arkham City. So I'm not 100% sure, but that did feel new to me when I played it for the first time. You can see a little bit of that frame rate drop there as well. I mean, you can see not a lot has changed really. I mean, if you've played Arkham City and Arkham Asylum, you know what you're going to be doing. You know how to do some of the puzzles. I mean, there are. We won't get into this in this video, but if you've seen some of the stuff, you know, some of the videos that have been released and read the preview that I wrote from E3 about Arkham Origins, you'll see, you know, the detective mode that you can recreate scenes and rewind scenes and things like that. So there are some new things to Arkham Origins, but a lot of it is just, you know, tried and tested gameplay that we know and love, really. Why change what isn't broken?
Sir, what do we do about Loeb?
Bring him in, bring him in.
So they're getting Julian Gregory Day, otherwise known as Calendar Man, out of the gas chamber. I'm going to put Commissioner Loeb in it.
Haven't I always come through for you?
You may have, Gillian, but things have changed. We're starting with a clean slate, and you're not on it.
What are you talking about? I'm not on it? After all I've done for you. I'm a police commissioner, damn it!
Show's over, boys.
Killer Croc there showing his true colours by just smashing a Black Mask goon against the window for no reason other than it looked like he wanted to.
Too late. Commissioner Loeb is
That's Commissioner Loeb's down, obviously leaving space for a new police commissioner. I wonder who that would be. We've got another one of those armoured goons that you need to do the cape thing to, but at this moment, as I keep trying to do the cape thing, there's always somebody comes up behind me and tries to take me down, so it forces me to do the combo breaker, the defensive counter. That's the word I'm looking for, the counter.
I told you to grab the memory card. You wanted it smashed, so I smashed it. It better be, or the next thing that gets smashed will be your face.
Black Mask showing his authority over Killer Croc, some a enemy that's twice his size in all directions, but Black Mask still has authority over him, which is kind of a cool little plot bit there. I like that. They're going up to the roof now to try and chase down Black Mask and Killer Croc. First boss battle then against Killer Croc. Kind of reminiscent of the Joker battle from the end of Arkham Asylum. Or at least I thought. Maybe it's just because it's on a rooftop that I thought it was similar. You know, confined spaces and things like that. So one thing that you got to do in this boss battle is at least attempt to take down Killer Croc by throwing or quick firing batarangs at the gas canisters that he picks up. You don't have to do that. I have beaten this boss battle without doing that. You can just, but you have to do the cape thing. You can't damage him unless you do the cape and then take him down. But again, this is just another thing. Every time I do the cape thing and try and beat him up, somebody comes up behind me and I have to break away from beating Killer Croc up to counter the moves that they're going to do. And I'm clearly not very good at the evading thing either. It's more of a rhythm thing, and you have to know when he's going to do it. Button mash as well to try and get away, and Batman headbutts him. Nice. Nice little Glasgow kiss there, and Killer Croc. It's not a difficult boss fight, especially once you realise how to use the quick batarang thing. You take a nice chunk of health off of him when that blows up, so it's not overly difficult. As long as you can take out the goons and evade Killer Croc as well, you're not going to have much trouble with this one. Especially, again, if you've played any of the Arkham series of games before, you're not going to have a problem. So he's got, I'm going to pick up the last one, he's not got that much health left, so this will be it once that blows up. But that's Arkham Origins.
Where's he going? The boss of me is me. You want teeth? I want answers.
Wait till Black Mask's assassins get through with you.
What assassin?
Whoever wins is gonna be famous and rich.
At least we know he won't be ugly.
Freeze! Hold it right there! I'm taking you in.
Not tonight.
No such thing as a Batman.